loves, it's your girl DeeDee, and welcome back to another video. So I'm back with this reaction video, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this, but there's this video going around of women who are saying that they would prefer on purpose to be in a forest with a bear rather than a man.
Huh? Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary. With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear.
I would say a man.
Listen, shout out to the one woman who said a man. Everybody else, and then one woman was like 100% a bear. Like, what are you guys thinking? Like, seriously, you might have a chance if you're in the forest with a crazy man, right? He might be crazy, but you might have a chance because he's human. You're talking about a bear that weighed probably thousands of pounds and could just rip you from limb to limb without much effort. So you mean to tell me you would rather a 1,000-pound bear to be in the woods with a 1,000-pound bear that could just rip you from limb to limb easily versus a man who you might have a little leverage on? I mean, there's some, every man, I mean, I know men are stronger than women, but I mean, some of these big women can handle some of these dudes. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you would rather take your chances with a bear versus a human man? It just makes me wonder, like, why are so many women claiming to be so afraid of men? Like, and I understand that people have been through experiences with men or had, you know, run-ins with a man and it wasn't the best. But why are women out here claiming to be so afraid of men to the point where you would rather take the chances of a bear tearing you apart versus, you know, being somewhere with a man? And men are so scary, but women are still dealing with men.
And
You would think the way they're making men seem to be so dangerous and so scary that women would really, you know, they're talking about isolating themselves. You would think they'd already done that by now, that they've already would have isolated themselves from men because men are just so scary and so dangerous. And then a lot of these women are having sons. Do you look at your sons as potential dangerous men to other women? Because if so, you have to look at your parenting and what is it that you're doing to these children to raise them to a point to where they will become these most scary, crazy men that every woman is afraid of. It's one of those things that's mind-boggling to me because I don't understand it. Now, listen, I always say this, there are crazy people in every, you know, race, in different walks of life. You can run into crazy people everywhere. But just this notion that men are so scary, and when did they become so scary? Like, what transpired in these past years to where now you hear a lot of women talking about how scary they are of men and men are just this and that, when there are a lot of women who abuse men, who do things to men, and these men aren't really retaliating. They're just kind of like taking a lot of this. It's just interesting how men are painted out as the ones who are so scary and so dangerous when there are a lot of really scary and dangerous women out here as well. These women are very, very like off the beaten path. They're kind of like all over the place. They do crazy, strange things. You know, things that make men stop and take a minute to kind of figure out if they should be around these women. Women seem very erratic, some of them. They're confused, combative, a lot of things. So I just found this video very disturbing, and I found it very interesting at the same time because I'm like, there's no way in the world I would be more comfortable in a forest with a big bear versus a regular man. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like people aren't really thinking. And they're not really logical in what they're saying, and it just doesn't make any sense. You have a lot of women out here claiming, oh, you can't walk past a man, they're so dangerous, they're just, you know, men are just deleting women every 15 minutes and you can't trust them and all of this. And on one hand, you have women who are out here saying how, you know, they actually abuse their men and their men better not talk to them crazy and threatening them and all kinds of things. You know, it's like on one hand, you see women saying they're so afraid of men and they're so dangerous. Oh my God, you better be careful, watch your back. But then on the other hand, you have women who talk about how, you know, the things that they do to their men and their men better not say this. And you seem like you have him shook and you're the one who's running the situation. I don't buy this idea that men are so scary and you can't talk to them, you know, they're so dangerous and all of this. They're dangerous women and dangerous men. They're dangerous people all across the world. This is why I say sometimes you just can't take social media seriously. It's all one big joke. Like, people say things to get attention. People say things to get a rise out of people. People say things to become popular or go viral. A lot of times people just say things just to get attention and get some clout. And that's it. They don't really mean it, because I'm pretty sure if you really was put in that position to where you had the choice to say whether you want to go over here in this particular forest with a man or a bear, you know, this forest has 10 bears, this forest has 10 men. Which one would you choose? Do you want to go to the one with 10 bears? You know, unless you got a death wish, unless you're just looking to just offer yourself and you want to go over there, then go ahead. But I mean, I think you'd have a better chance in the forest with the 10 men. They might even protect you. You know what I'm saying? So I just think people just say stuff to just get attention, to draw attention to themselves. And that's just that. Social media, I would say, it's a real place, but it's not a real place, because people get so caught up into what people are saying here, not realizing that everybody's just capitalizing off of what they're saying, trying to go viral, get clout, make money, and that's just it. So listen, I thought this was silly, but I thought it was interesting at the same time. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.